Hi, welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn what are the best keyboard shortcuts in Adobe Premiere Pro, alright, so that we can edit faster and efficient. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. So we are inside of Adobe Premiere Pro right now. So I'm gonna use editing workspace, alright, and make sure you go to Window, Workspace, and click on Reset to save layout. So the first shortcut to use is gonna be the letter V for Victor. So V is our standard selection. So every time you press V in your keyboard, you can move your drag and drop your timeline, all right, to whatever position you'd like. Okay, so that's the letter V positioning. So the letter V, wherein you can position and drag and drop your clip in our timeline. All right, that's the selection tool here. All right, or selection tool or letter V. All right, now the next keyboard shortcut that we're going to use is the blade tool to cut. All right, and that's going to be the letter C. So basically, if this is highlighted when you press the letter C on the keyboard, it will go into change your cursor to this blade, and you can just cut whatever timeline you'd like to cut. All right, the next shortcut is if we're going to hold down the shift and then while you push the letter C on the keyboard, let's say we have here, three footage stuck to each other, all right, like this one we have, and you want to super cut this from top to bottom, what shortcut you can use is shift and letter C. All right, it will cut from top to bottom. All right, or if you're using a Windows computer, all you have to do is to substitute the command key to control key on your Windows computer. All right, so next keyboard shortcut is the plus and the minus sign. All right, so if you go to your keyboard, there's a plus and the minus sign. Once you hit the minus sign, all right, it will shrink, all right, your timeline. All right, I'm holding down the minus sign, and if you want to grow your timeline or to want to spread, you just press the plus sign. All right, pressing the plus sign will increase the timeline. All right, if you're holding down the shift key plus the minus sign, this is what's going to happen. All right, it will shrink vertically. All right, holding down the shift key and minus sign will shrink your timeline vertically. All right, but if you're going to hold down the shift key and the plus sign, it will grow your work area or your timeline vertically. All right, so shift minus, shift plus. All right, there you go. And now the next one is the most important thing, is Command S. All right, Command S is for saving our project. So if you hold down the Command S, it will save your project. So make sure you do that every now and then, because if you make a lot of changes and you forgot to save your project file and you shut down your computer, or your computer not responding, or your Premiere Pro crashes, those information might be lost. All right, the next one would be Slip tool. All right, so the keyboard shortcut for slip tool is letter Y. Y for yellow. All right, so you can move forward or backward without really changing the duration in our timeline. Or the next example, or the next keyboard shortcut that we're going to use is the period sign, or the period symbol. Alright, so all we have to do is, once you set up the in point and the out point, when you press the period on the keyboard, it will automatically insert this to your timeline. Alright, where's the blue playhead located? The next one is the letter A. Track select forward tool, or the letter A. So if you press the letter A, alright, so say for example from here I can move everything to the right by just dragging and dropping it here like that. So this is the A tool, or a selection forward tool. Alright, now if you press the shift and the letter A, alright, it will do the opposite. Alright, so this one is shift letter A, which is a track selection backward tool. Alright, so this, what it does is it will gonna move everything from the left. Alright, you can just drag everything from the left for whatever position you'd like. Alright, cool. Alright, the next keyboard shortcut that we can use is holding down the option key to create a copy of this footage. You can hold down the option key and just drag it to whatever position you'd like. It will create a separate footage exactly the same as that. All right, so it's going to be copy and dragging, all right, by holding down the option key. All right, now the next one is, letter G on the keyboard. You will shortcut for audio gain if you want to set gain or adjust the volume of your audio, of your voiceover, or anything with the audio. All right, you can adjust the settings here from 0 to 1. All right, say for example you apply a heavy effect here. All right, let's go to effects and then try to apply the video effects here, distortion, corner pin. All right, let's try to add a corner pin here. Let's say this is a red one. All right, you can just set in points, and then you can set an out point here, and then once you press the keyboard shortcut enter, it will render your files. All right, it will render this red color, all right, to make it playable in Premiere Pro. Right now it's green, that's why it's smooth playback. All right, so you can use that if you are dealing with heavy effects that you want to add to your timeline. You can just simply set an in point and out point, press enter. It will render that clip with the effects so that you can play back it smoothly. All right, the next one is the JKL. All right, so that's the backward, stop, and forward. If you press the letter L again, it will double the speed. All right. If you press L again, it will triple the speed. And if you press the letter L again, it will 4 times the speed. All right. You will get the point. All right. So you make faster and faster every time you press the letter L. All right. Now the letter J, do the opposite. If you press the letter J, it will go backward. All right. If you press the letter J again, it will go 2 times backward. If you press the letter J again, it will go 3 times backward. All right, and J again, 4 times backward, and you get the point. Now, if you want to stop it, you can just press the letter K. All right, so K for stop, L for play, K for stop, J for backward. All right, so the next useful keyboard shortcut is Command and the letter T on the keyboard. It will automatically create this text title. All right. So as you can see, it's automatically create a text title here in our timeline, new text layer, that you can create a text right away. All right, that is Command plus T on the keyboard. The next one is the letter F. Say for example, you move your mouse here and you want to open this to your source monitor. All you have to do is to press F. It will open to your source monitor. That's the letter F. Finally, the last but not the least is Option, Command, and letter K for kilo. All right, this will open up your keyboard shortcuts. All right, you can see all of your keyboard shortcuts in here, and actually you can change the shortcut letters in here. All right, for the selection tool, if you don't like letter V, you can just highlight this one, click on X. All right, or you can just simply press another letter here. All right, let's say H. All right, let's say H. All right, and then you can just select this, and that's going to be your new shortcut. All right, but the shortcut H is already in use by another application command, which is hand tool. All right, so there's a precaution here that if the existing letter that you want to set up here is already used, it will give you this error message. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cancel that. All right, and I'm gonna stick to the letter V. All right, cool. So click OK on that, and that's your best keyboard shortcuts that you can use to edit faster and efficient in Adobe Premiere Pro. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.